Okay, today I'm going to show you how to create a cheer bow template for sublimation in Photoshop. So I'm going to start by creating a custom background. I'm going to do it the 13 by 19 because that's the size of my biggest paper. Normally I can fit about 2 to 3 onto this. So I'm going to go over here to my rectangle tool. And I'm just gonna click. It'll bring up this little box. If you right click, you can change it from pixels to inches, centimeters, millimeters, all the different ones. So we're gonna do inches, and I'm gonna make it 3.15 wide by 8 inches tall. It's gonna pop up this little box. You can just click that off to the side. So there's one. For each bow, you want 2 3 by 8 pieces. So I'm just gonna click again. It'll bring it back up. It's already got it preset to the 3 by 8, but it shows it in pixels. If you really wanna see it in inches, you can change it again, although it is already preset. So I'm just gonna click there, do it again, and one more time. I normally do 2 bows at a time. I'm just gonna bring that off to the side and click on my mouse to move these. Just kind of line them up. Now what I like to do for the cheer bows is leave just a little bit of space in between. That way it just kind of helps you line up everything later when you're pressing. And you don't have to worry about that space because that's going to be where it gets cinched up in the middle, so you won't really see that white space anyway. So the next thing I'm going to do is go back to my rectangle tool, and we are going to create the smaller rectangles that are our guides for the designs that are going to be on the tails of the bow. So let me change this back to inches so we can see what we're working with. So you can leave the width 3.15, but you want to change the height to 4 because you do not want it any taller than 4 inches. So you're just going to do that and do it again and 2 more times so that you have 2 tails for each bow. Just take your mouse tool, just kind of line them up. Don't have to be perfect. I just like to have everything in a row. Once you have everything in a row, that is basically your template outline. You have your 2 8-inch pieces for your loopers, is what I like to call them. And so you have 2 bows, and then you have tail 1 and 2 of bow 1 and tail 1 and 2 of bow 2. Now, to bring in your image, whatever you want to do, you're going to go to File and Place Embedded. And I'm going to do this mermaid print. Just hit place. It's going to bring it up. Yes, this tail part right here is currently in front of it, but that's not that big of a deal. It does not matter. So what you're going to do is you're just going to size this to match. It's okay if it's a little wider than it. You're going to have a little bit of blowout anyway. Once you have it sized, you're going to click back on your mouse tool, because for me, the file button won't pop up unless you're clicked off of it. And then you're just going to go to Place Embedded again. And if you want, you can choose something else. If you're doing 2 different color loopers, I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing and size it down. And I will get this sized and we will be right back. As you can see, I have already uploaded the loop design for bow 1, the mermaid, and bow 2, the cow. So what you're going to do for the tails is you're going to go to File, Place Embedded, and then you're just going to choose your image. I am going to do one of these cows for the cow bow that I'm actually making for my niece. Let's see. Let's do this one. So it's gonna come like that. And then you're just gonna size it down. Just get it where you want it. And as long as it's within that box, you are good to go. That is what it's gonna print. Now, what I like to do, because as you can see the box in the background of this, and you don't want the box in the background of this, all you're gonna do is come over here to the right, and all of the boxes, you're just going to click the eyeball and get them down where you can't see them. And a lot of the times, because the first thing that you put in the design is the boxes, they're gonna be the very last ones. So there you go. And then you'll just continue filling out the rest of your tails and send it to print. So let me go ahead and fill out the rest of my tails and we will go to print. We have all of the tails done and the loops done. So now what we are going to do is get it ready to print. And we are going to go to image rotation, flip canvas horizontal, so that it is flipped and they are ready to press, and then file and print. And there you have it.